How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. So, Phil Lewis, how's it going in the land of rock and roll these days?
Well, I can't complain. We've had a great year. Last year was great. The new album that you called to talk about it seems to be being very well received. And we haven't played we haven't played this year. I haven't done a single fucking show. It's driving me crazy. But that's all about to end, the end of next week. We'll be hitting the road with this new album, The Devil You Know, under our belt.
The devil you know. Your voice is still incredible, and I mean, what do you do to keep it so healthy and high pitch? I mean, you're still singing great. It's incredible.
Thank you. It's a discipline. You got a regime. You got to have a regime. You can't. You can't smoke, and you can't shout. You can't hold court after a show. You can't do interviews after a show. You got to make sure you do a little warm up before you go on stage. Not a big deal. 15 minutes, just stretching your voice, practicing. I know it's goofy and it's not rock and roll, and Mick Jagger never did it, but I've been doing it and it paid off. So I must be doing something right. The way I see it is my voice has taken really good care of me. So the least I can do is take a little bit of care of it.
So let's say even if you're in the studio, you're going to be training your voice and taking a lot of care of it, to get these highs and all that stuff in the album. I imagine the same way as you're doing live.
That's right. And the thing is, we wrote and recorded this album on the road while we were touring, while we were supporting the missing piece. So normally there's a little time to rest before you go in a studio, before you go in to record lead vocals on an album. But honestly, I didn't need it. I'd been really good with my voice, taking care of it while I was on the road. I just needed a couple of days to get to New York to record with Mitch. By the time I got there, I was fine. I was good to go, and we recorded for 4 or 5 days. And then I got on a plane, flew to Chicago, picked up the tour bus, and played in Indianapolis the following night.
So your voice was already ready to go.
Yeah. I'm good. I've been blessed with it, and I've taken care of it, and I'm so lucky. A lot of guys my age, they have to get operations because they fucked up their voice. Poor Tom Kiefer, he's had numerous surgeries, and I can only imagine how it must be excruciating. But Tom, he set the bar so high.
Right.
When those first Cinderella albums, that it's impossible, to be able to do that now. And then you have other people that are like Robin Zander, who it's effortless. He sings. He doesn't do warm-ups either. He smokes. Robin defies any logic, but he's definitely in a minority. Seriously, as a singer, you got to take care of yourself. It's a little bit like if you're a guitarist, you'd wear gloves if you were gardening. It's just obvious stuff like that, and it's just that the vocal equivalent.
Right. Let's say going to the studio and recording this album. How was it different than any other album you guys did? Do you guys work on different methods of doing stuff?
It was we did it exactly the same way we did the album before it, The Missing Piece. It worked really well. We recorded the drums and bass in LA, and then Tracii did the guitars in LA. Then I flew with the finished tracks to New York, and I worked with Mitch Davis on lyrics and recording vocals. You know, the only time we were together as a band in the studio was right at the very, very beginning, when we were deciding what songs we were going to keep and what songs we were going to record. I know these songs, a lot of these songs, most of these songs, I've never sung live. I know them, I've recorded them, and I remember, you know, from when we first started doing them, before they were finished. But a little bit scary, knowing that I've got to do 3 songs from an album that I've never ever done live before. But, you know, that was the same thing with The Missing Piece. I'd never sung Speed, I'd never sung Floods, Just the Fault of the Rain. And, yeah, of course I could when I recorded it. But it's still weird, it's different from the old days when we used to record. And you know, we'd have a song lying around, sitting around for months before we went and recorded it. It's just a very, very different process nowadays.
Is it that the time goes faster now with the music, that everybody wants something done now? Is it like that maybe, or how do you look at that?
Well, you know, I've got to say it's a lot quicker. The technology's a lot quicker than the old days when we used to record on tape. It would take forever to do vocal tracks because, you know, you'd concentrate, you'd focus on a line or even a phrase. You know, it could just be a word sometimes, and you'd have to wait for the bloody tape recorder to stop and then rewind and then engage and then record, and that really slowed things down. Now it's just you just put it on loop and you do it in an instant and move on.
And Phil, you guys got a great promo video released, and it shows the energy you guys got and some good stuff in the studio, and the Rage video looks great.
Yeah. So did you see the video for The Devil yet?
This one, no, but I seen the Rage.
Okay. Well, we just finished it'll be on YouTube in the next couple of days for the title track of the album.
Awesome.
We recorded it in Topanga Canyon, and it's real devilly. You know, it's all blood and lesbians, and oh, you're gonna love it.
Can't wait to see what it's going to be like. And Phil, any Canadian dates in the summer?
Nothing planned as yet, but stay tuned, stay close, keep an eye on our Facebook, on our social media. That we have big plans. We expect to be on the road, absolutely and guaranteed until the end of this year and well into the next. So I'm pretty sure that some dates, because we had a great time up there. You know, the Ottawa show that we played, we've done it twice now, and it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth our while. So yeah, we plan on coming back.
Awesome stuff. Phil, with all the rock ain't dead and all that stuff, where do you see the future of rock going? You know, let's say in 10 years from now, yourself.
You know that phrase. You know, rock is dead. You know, that Gene Simmons has been bandying that around for a while now, thinking he's really edgy and you know how astute he is. If Gene Simmons had made an album as good as The Missing Piece or The Devil You Know, he wouldn't be talking that stupid shit, because it's not dead, and I'm optimistic. I'm thrilled that Greta Van Fleet won a Grammy. I love those guys, not just the music, just the fact that it's that generation is inspiring 12 and 13-year-olds to pick up a guitar. And I've been waiting for that for so long. So there's nothing cooler than being in a band. You know, there's nothing cooler than being able to pick up a guitar and play Freebird. You know, chicks just dig that. And the sooner that these guys in their late teens and early 20s realize that, things that happen, they don't want to sit and watch you play a fucking video game. You know, you want you to play them a song. Learn to play a fucking song. Even if it's one song, learn how to play it, you know, and you'll be amazed how it'll improve your life. And to answer your question, I think it's going to be a thriving, crazy rock scene like we've never seen before. It just comes in cycles. Whether it's going to be 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. But it's not done. I can guarantee that. It's definitely not over.
Well, that's a bit of encouragement you send us, so I like that, what you just said. Awesome. And
thank you.
And to finish off, Phil, let's say staying busy in the world of music. I mean, how busy is your schedule these days compared to 10 years ago?
Well, 10 years ago wasn't that long ago, and I wasn't very busy. But like 25 years ago, around the Cocked and Loaded time, I was incredibly busy. But my interview schedule for this week is non-stop from noon to 5 every 30 minutes. So must be doing something right, because a lot of people want to talk to me about what we're doing, and I'm delighted that I'm very, very busy at the moment doing that. As I was very busy recording, and I look forward to being very busy touring this new record.
That's a very good way to look at it, and we do love you and LA Guns. Keep up the great work, and great to see that you're with Tracii Guns again.
I appreciate the support. It means a lot to us.
Well, you keep up the good work, and talk to you another day.
Sounds good. Thank you. Take care, bud. Bye.
You as well. Bye.